ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Undead Unluck. But first of all, before we get into the video, I'm sorry if I'm sounding a bit weird. I still have this nasty cold that it's kicking my ass, so I'm not gonna be able to talk properly. This is why I'm feeling a bit like this. But also with Undead Unluck, I liked this episode, but also had some issues with it, mainly being the pace. You know, I really like the theme of it, them risking everything to stop UNREPAIR here or RIP. Also have a lot of questions how the episode ended here, even more intriguing, which is why I like Undead Unluck. But anyway, let's get into the episode and see how exactly they beat UNREPAIR. Now, picks up straight from the last episode after Tatiana blew up the ship, and she needs to be protected. She's so cute. I really like her interactions with the other characters. But here we see the biggest problem was Latla. Now, I still don't know how exactly her ability works, because she can deflect or make you miss, or I don't know how exactly it works, but she was the biggest obstacle for Andy to defeat UNREPAIR. They had to work around her power to get to him. Even his finger there where he couldn't actually make it to him, it was a bit too far. We're gonna get to that also. But what I liked was that Rip also had this very cool artifact, kind of made me think a bit of mythology and gods. I don't know, I got the feeling of Hermes, you know. I was thinking of God of War. You got some really cool legs, but there are rocket legs that could also shoot really big blades like attacks, kind of giving him some rage, which I think kind of fits him quite well. And after this fight, I think UNREPAIR is an asshole, but I also somehow like him. I know it's kind of weird, a bit of a contradiction here, even more with the way the episode ended, but I need a pair of those boots. Being able to shoot blades and being able to fly. Now, also, all of them played a very important role. Chikara, Fuko, Andy, Tatiana, they wouldn't have been able to win this fight if it wasn't a team fight, so to say. And I like how they are propping each other up very well, and Andy was kind of the moral support of the team and also the vanguard at the same time. Chikara got a bit of courage this episode, being able to stop debris, kept stopping Rip and Latla in their places there. And the Blade Runner artifact looked really cool, like I said. Now, Chikara is still not very well in control of his power. He still has those hesitations, which allowed Rip to take advantage of that. But here we have, like I said, Latla was the biggest problem during the fight. Tatiana was doing her best to help. And Chikara even got some blood in his eyes at some point. And they also had to use Fuko's Unluck to get a Rip. But here where we have Fuko kissing him to call down another meteor, and we have Andy launching himself at Rip to catch up to him so he can, the meteor can hit them also. But it wasn't going to hit because of Latla's power. The meteor gets deflected. You know, I hope at some point they're gonna explain how exactly her power works. But this all happened very quick. Like, the action was non-stop in the episode, so to say. And here is where the pacing issues come, because there was a lot of flashback with scenes happening in the same episode, scenes from last episode here. And when the meteor came down, it gets deflected, hits the water. There, water splashes a bit on Latla. You know that she can deflect direct things, but some of the other things still hit her. Like last episode when Andy shot her arms at them, the arms missed, but the blood still hit her. So there's some condition to how her power works. And Rip apparently can take very well advantage of that, and he kind of made a big miscalculation this episode. Even the narrator called it. He can negate the desire to live with how his power works, the wounds never healing. Chikara freezes them for 1 second in place, and here is where he says he blocked them in the diagonal line between them. And I was thinking, Andy has to be behind them, and that's the point they did here. Andy shoots his crimson bullet here. We see directly the result. We don't get any explanation how it happened with his crimson bullet. It's a rip in the heart from behind, and here is where we see the explanation. Right after we kind of get a flashback from the same scene in the same episode here, and I was like, okay, I can see this. But also very weird with the pacing, like I said in this episode. Now, they were able to do this. It was all of their plan. Chikara to lock them in place at that position. The meteor, the water launched and in the air, way behind, like 100 meters there. And he was able to snipe outside of Latla's range with her power, while she wasn't keeping track of Andy way behind them there. Now, what I liked was how Andy was able to have this super bullet, because he focused all of his regen powers in the bullet to make it reach that far, because we saw the normal bullets were disintegrating. They have a specified range, so to say. But here there's a drawback. When he uses this bullet, he focuses all his regen power and kind of slows down his all regen to himself there, so it's kind of out of commission when he fires one of these super bullets here. So they finally got Rip, or so we thought, because what I liked, Latla was also cute in this episode. She commented every time she was being frozen, why do I have to be frozen with this weird face here? But also how much she cares for Rip, and even when he got shot in the heart, I'm like, okay, he's dead. But she said something very curious: he's not going to die today. So she summons that well, and they leave after that here. So the fight ends with them leaving, with me having a lot of questions, to say the least. I really like the fight, but I also think it was weird how the pacing worked there. Somebody on Reddit made a really good comment there. It happened the same way in the manga, of course, no changes, but the manga was very fast with a lot of panels to explain everything that was happening. So doing it in an anime, it's a very different medium, so I don't know how they could have done it better. I'm not an animator, I'm not a director, but it definitely, the pacing feels a bit, even with the last few episodes. Here I'm gonna have the comment. That person explained it much better reading the manga and how it worked there. A lot of credit to them there. But yeah, I don't know, the pacing definitely feels weird here. I don't mind it, but it still doesn't feel as fluid, so to say. Here we see a bit of the aftermath. I really like their teamwork there. Fuko even giving compliments to Tatiana, even though she's kind of like a tsundere, a bit getting very shy, getting compliments there. But they're also stopped Rip's power, so they started healing there. Fuko is gonna be fine, Andy is also going to be fine with that one, but I don't know. After this I have some very big questions. What I liked was Fuko instantly asked Chikara if he wants to join the union, and they also make an agreement between them to keep him secret at least for a week until he makes his choice. I like how Tatiana even agreed there. She's very cute, she needs to be protected, but Chikara has to make a very important choice. Either stay and be a normal kid. They gave him the necktie to be able to communicate there. He could hide himself, or he could choose to join. I'm hoping he's gonna choose to join. I think he's gonna make a great 11th member there. But while they were waiting for him at school to give them an answer, this is where I have the biggest question in the episode. Rip shows up alive, but he's a kid now. I'm like, okay, it kind of fits better for him to be a kid with that snarky attitude. I hope he stays a kid. Very brat-like even when he was in his adult form, but his kid, I don't know, him looking like this fits him better with his personality. But I'm really curious. How is he still alive? Why is he a kid? Huh? How does that work? Probably we're gonna get some explanations next episode, but I'm gonna be curious. And I liked how they defeated him, like I said, teamwork, but him not knowing that there are people that are willing to risk their lives for something they want to do or something they believe in. And I have questions about Latla, about Rip, also Creed, Fang, all of them, that Gent, well, but overall pretty fun episode, weird pacing, and I'm curious what you guys thought about the fight here, how are you enjoying the series so far. And again, I'm sorry if I'm not talking properly, like I said, very sick here. I still wanted to have the video out for you guys, still enjoying Undead Unluck, still enjoying doing videos, but yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about the episode. What do you think Chikara is gonna choose? I think he's gonna join, hopefully he's going to join, and give me your thoughts on Rip, kid or adult form. Of course, no spoilers, please. If you have read the manga, don't give me any spoilers. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot. And you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. And make sure to check out the podcast, because anime, we're back with new episodes week to week. And I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Bye bye.